Sorry, if you don't know, there's like a
beeping
3, 2, 1 intro, so I had like my own beat going on. So we gotta change it up every once in a while.
Even though we're wearing the exact same clothes, same day. So right now we are about to review Falling Fast by Aurora Rose Reynolds.
And I'll be the background person. I never am the background person, ever. I don't know. I remember it because we read it a long time ago. We don't get together enough to do reviews. It's like too much of a gap. So it's like we're both like going, okay, well, what happened in this one? What happened in this one?
And we read so much. It's only been a couple of weeks, but we've probably read 10 books, 15 books each in that span.
Yeah, we're going crazy. So, Gia and Colton, their story. Okay, so Gia is a girl who seems like she's finally getting her stuff together. Mm-hmm. She finally got promoted, is getting her own classroom where she's teaching preschool kids. She's just really, really excited about what is happening in her life.
Point in life, yeah.
She starts to get phone calls. She asks the class to kind of hold and get somebody to step in. And she walks out the door to take a phone call because no one ever calls her. And she finds out a grandmother that she was told was dead is really alive and has dementia.
And is doing really bad.
And is not doing well at all.
So she picks up and goes over.
Well, first she goes to her
evil stepmom.
Evil stepmom, has a little conversation with her, and she was like, "You were better off without her."
That's what the stepmom said. So
even after the dad died.
It's an ugly situation she came
nasty
from.
Nasty bitch.
But she picks up and goes and takes care of her grandmother. She picks up
and moves states. I think it was Tennessee or something like that.
She goes to Tennessee. She hadn't seen her grandmother in 10 years. Literally 10 years. She thought she'd been dead for 10 years.
Yeah, she remembered her grandma. She remembered fondly baking with her grandma, knitting with her grandma.
Well, after her dad died, she wanted to go live with the grandmother. Yeah. But then that's when the stepmom said, "Oh, she died." Like a few weeks later said, "Oh, she died."
Yeah.
So and she was in her teenage years, so she just believed it.
Evilness. This lady was a bitch and evil all the way through, even until that she's an adult today.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a bitch. So she goes to this woman's house and just really doesn't expect. I don't think she's expecting what she got.
It was really bad, the situation. Super, super bad. Her grandmother needs care most of the time. Luckily, she has a neighbor who's there to help her.
Yeah, and that's who literally the neighbor and her husband are the ones who have been caring for her as she has declined in health. And literally, it's so sad because the first thing that the grandmother tells Gia is she calls Gia by her mother's name.
Yeah.
Because they look so much alike. And she just is, and that's what her brain is. And anybody who has dealt with dementia or Alzheimer's disease,
you get it.
It's an evil disease, and it just eats away with your brain. And they look perfectly fine. You know, she probably looked super healthy on the outside, but she's just gone.
Yeah.
So this reunion that she thought she was going to have, it
wasn't so happy.
No. So she kind of lived off her savings
but how long is that going to last, right?
Exactly.
So off she goes to look for a job.
And the neighbor who is still helping out says, "Look, I have a friend that works at this bar
owns a bar.
Owns this bar, and here I'm sure you can get a job there. You know, to shoo in, go and interview. This is the day and the time, and they'll let you work during the day because they understand your circumstances." Little did she know that this lady who owns the bar was friends with her mother when they were younger. They were thick as thieves. But when she goes in to interview,
she runs into the sun.
She doesn't interview with the woman. I think it's Rose.
Yeah,
it's Rose.
It's the Rose. Jeez, that's the name of the bar.
Yeah, Rose. She interviews with Colton,
the son,
and she is a fumbling hot mess.
Literally fumbling.
Like hot
falling,
mess. I don't
tripping.
know what's up with Aurora and all her characters falling down. She's freaking falling into love with a person. Everybody just freaking falls in your books, lady. Like everybody. So in the span of time, you've got this girl who comes with her own baggage, Then she is now in a situation where she's trying to care for somebody, and every single day it gets worse and worse and worse, and her mind is worse and worse and worse, and she's just degrading. And then you have a man who's Colton, who is coming from his
baggage.
Yeah, he was
in the military, badly wounded, was not supposed to walk again. When that happened, his girlfriend at the time dumped him. She couldn't handle a man that couldn't walk, so she left him. So guess what? He does not like her anymore, to put it mildly. He hates her, doesn't stand her, doesn't want anything to do with her. And guess what? He can walk. He pulled himself up, put himself back together.
It literally works out every single morning with his best friend. He's freaking.
But he's determined. And then when he looked back, he saw her for who she was, how shallow she was, how horrid she was.
How she'd been even when they were in high school. Before he...
But he was just blinded.
Yeah. Completely blinded.
So he meets Gia, who's a breath of fresh air, who's lovely, who's genuine, but all these bad things happen. And we're not going to give anything away,
but
a ton of bad things happen. But in the end, they figure out who did all the bad things, and there's a little happily ever after. Hold on. I'm sorry, one of my kids is coming in.
Some Cheetos.
Yes, baby, you can have some Cheetos. Sorry about that. No, it was my 5-year-old.
Okay,
I would give her anything right now at this moment so we can finish.
So I'm going to give you just like 2 quotes.
That's her daughter now coming in. Who's watching.
My daughter.
My daughter. Picking up the dog.
She's grabbing the dog. She's doing the dogs and the kid.
But the dog was fine. They just loved the dog.
And the kids. Yeah.
Okay, so the quotes from the book.
Yeah, so having him, all of him, his weight, his thickness, his mouth, his taste, his scent, seeping into my skin and lungs, I know I'm done for. I'm ruined. There will never be anyone else for me but him. And when we find release at the same time, that connection I've been feeling since the moment we met increases tenfold. Feeling all of that, I know I was wrong earlier today. I'm not just falling for him, I'm falling fast. And there is not one thing I can do about it. Really, I'm not sure I'd want to stop myself, even if I could. Can you just imagine what led up to that? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's some good stuff in there. There's drama. There's some bitches.
Yeah.
There's some cat fights.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to be strong. She tries to do. She does some heroic things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, Gia is one strong woman. Yeah. She really is,
and she's cute.
Yeah.
She's like a cute personality because she fumbles and bumbles and falls.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it doesn't help that it's in his presence because he's
one of those guys that are so hot.
Yeah,
you do dumb shit.
Yeah, completely.
I've been there,
She still does dumb shit around her husband.
Only in front of my husband, but he's used to it. He knows what he's gotten into at this point.
Just drops her panties for him. It just doesn't happen to be on accident. It's on purpose. What?
Just because you're not getting any.
Does he watch these videos?
He could.
He knows that you drop your panties for him?
Just because you have no one to drop yours for. That's all I'm saying.
I do, for Bob.
At least he's reliable.
He is. If the batteries are working. We were just talking about batteries on a kid's toy. I was like, you need to remove those batteries.
I can give them to you.
Exactly. I would just send me an industrial pack of batteries.
Okay, now we're getting a ton of batteries. Thanks. That's exactly
Everybody,
what
I will send you our P.O. box and let you know what size batteries I need. Thanks.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Aurora, great book. We loved it.
Thumbs up.
Next one, please.